Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and another aviation audio review. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Piper PA-28, better known as the Cherokee, out of Teterboro, New Jersey. This event happened a few months ago, just getting around to it now, per usual. The tail number of the incident aircraft is going to be November 146 Alpha Victor, and it's a possible pilot deviation not confirmed by the FAA, but there's definitely hints of it in there if you ask me. And there's probably some other factors that we can look at as far as potentially age playing part of it. I definitely know the pilot was familiar with the area, so that's not situation and potential, I guess, mood, cockiness, whatever you want to call it. Definitely unprofessionalism on the part of the pilot, as we will see, but let's go ahead and jump into the audio.
Tower, Piper 146 Alpha Victor, you read me now? Mike up close.
146 Victor, Teterboro Tower, squad 0324. 146 Alpha Victor, squad, we said transponder squad 0324.
0324.
This Alpha Victor, altimeter 2988.
2988.
Now, at the start of this audio, it actually seems like our pilot's fairly competent, compliant with ATC. He gets a brief squawk code change in his transponder, and reads back the altimeter, no problem whatsoever amidst some other traffic. But as we'll see, things are soon to deteriorate.
6 Alpha Victor, fly heading 200.
200.
6 Alpha Victor, verify flying 200, turn right, fly heading 200.
So as we heard there, the controller wants the incident aircraft 46 Alpha Victor to turn to heading 200. The aircraft's currently on a southeasterly heading, unknown the exact radial, but a southeasterly heading, and they want them to turn to 200, which would put them on a southwesterly heading into Teterboro. After being instructed to turn to 200, the aircraft continues to make a left turn instead of the right turn as instructed, and descends as low as 600 feet MSL, which is extremely, extremely low in the vicinity of Teterboro.
6 Alpha Victor, climb, maintain 1,500 immediately.
That me? 46 Alpha Victor.
146 Alpha Victor, you have to pay attention or you have to get out of my delta. Climb and maintain 1,500.
So our female controller comes on, and comes on pretty strong, instructing the aircraft that he needs to climb to 1,500, which I believe is the VFR statute minimum over any populated areas, which obviously Teterboro is a populated area. And things, again, proceed to further deteriorate from there. The aircraft continues making a left-hand turn instead of making a right-hand turn. It's made this left-hand turn so far now that the controller now wants them to continue a left-hand turn all the way around now to heading 190 instead of the heading 200, 10 degrees off from what they were originally instructed to do.
146 Alpha Victor, you're making a left turn. We see you making a left turn. Continue your left turn all the way around, heading 190. You are descending. You have to climb.
Charlie Foster Sierra Delta Sierra, traffic 1 o'clock and 2.5 miles is a Cherokee at 600 eastbound.
6 Alpha Victor, turn immediately left, heading up 200, immediately.
I'm turning that way right now.
So sensing the urgency of this situation and the urgency in the voice of the controller, Citation 10 under the call sign Foxtrot Sierra Delta Sierra with a Canada Charlie registration identifier in front of it, calls in to the tower and calls out the traffic at their 1 o'clock and about 2.5 miles, and they said that they identified it as a Cherokee heading eastbound.
Alpha Victor, you have one more time to get this right or you have to get out of this airspace.
Yeah, I'm turning that way now.
6 Alpha Victor, I need you to turn right, please. You're going towards my final on the runway 19, so fly heading 200, please, for now. For 6 Alpha Victor, Teterboro Tower.
That's Teterboro.
6 Alpha Victor, you see traffic is show final runway 19 citation. Do you have that traffic in sight?
I don't, he's behind me now.
So this is unequivocally false. I don't understand why the pilot of this aircraft thought he knew better where traffic was in the airspace than the controller. The controller has a radar scope. The controller has ADS-B. They can see so much more than you can see looking out of your glass windows or looking at your ADS-B on your GPS, or if you have a yoke, whatever it be, right? They can see infinitely more than you. So to say, no, I don't see him, he's behind me now, is unequivocally false. And if you don't see him, you should be working with that controller to get a fix on where that aircraft actually is in relation to yourself, you know, a o'clock, you know, at your 2 o'clock, 2.5 miles, whatever it be. You should be working on that. But just say, nope, he's behind me now, so I don't see him as, I don't know, unprofessional at worst, at best, rather, and other things at worst.
I have him in sight now, yes, I got him.
6 Alpha Victor, Roger. I need you to climb to 1,500. 6 Alpha Victor, climb to 1,500 and turn left. Fly overhead midfield at 1,500, please.
Turning downwind now for 2-4, is that right?
So 416 Alpha Victor, now at 1,000 MSL, continues to not follow heading instructions and decides that he wants to take the downwind for runway 24, despite not having discussed this with any controller in the airspace. Maybe that's just what he's used to, this being his home airport. But if you're not instructed to, you cannot do that, and the controller has a animated response.
Alpha Victor, negative, sir. Fly the heading we told you to. Alpha Victor, stay heading.
Well, right now I'm at 3-0.
So amidst all the fury, 6 Alpha Victor, instead of, again, turning to follow the fly midfield at 1,500 or to fly the heading 200, is now on a northeasterly heading. He claims he's at 030 degrees. That's not the case looking at the radar track of the aircraft. And it sounds like the female controller just got a little bit frustrated. I don't know that for sure, but I like to think that she had enough of this guy and passed it off to someone else. Because we don't hear a lot from her for the rest of the audio here, and kudos to her for being patient with this guy.
6 Alpha Victor, turn right.
Okay.
6 Alpha Victor, turn immediately right, 090. Turn right heading is 090, immediately. 6 Alpha Victor, respond.
Turning right immediately, 4-6.
6 Alpha Victor, you cannot fly in this airspace. You cannot fly in this airspace.
This is where I felt that the pilot really fell into being impatient and not professionally managing his aircraft. You can hear, obviously, the frustration in the female controller's voice saying, you know, turn right immediately. And the reply, and maybe I'm looking too much into this, but the reply from the pilot, turning right immediately, sounded just a little bit sarcastic, like she was overreacting to a situation, even though he is literally obstructing an approach path for business jets that cost multiple factors more than his Cherokee ever will, even in a non-airworthy condition. So, and it's not saying that like the cost of your aircraft means you're more important, but they have their approach and landing clearance. He doesn't. He's disregarded, I don't even know at this point, 5 different heading assignments and a overfly of the field. And he is now blocking both the runway 19 and I believe the 24 approaches, continuing on his eastern southeasterly heading.
Can I land? I mean, I'm a tenant here at Teterboro.
6 Alpha Victor, you cannot land here if you cannot comply with our instructions. You cannot. Maintain 1,500.
So I don't know where being a tenant at an airport means you have any sort of dictation over what runway you're assigned. It doesn't matter. I know pilots who have been at a home airport for 20, 30 years. They still follow the instructions the controller gives them. It doesn't work like that, okay? It's not a parking lot. You don't have an assigned parking space. Well, okay, I guess you tactically do. You have a hangar, but you don't have an assigned runway that, oh yeah, 146 Alpha Victor always lands on runway 24 because it's really convenient for him to turn off there and turn into his flight service station, refuel, and then taxi back to his little hangar. It doesn't work like that, so we'll continue.
549, ILS 19. Let me in now, please.
549, reduce the final approach speed and number 2 to the field, traffic short final of Phenom.
Slow to final approach speed for exit 549.
549, 19, clear to land.
Snyder, Foxtrot, ready for departure with the field. In now, I'm a tenant here. I've been here for 14 years.
Number 6 Alpha Victor, roger. If you look ahead and to your left is a latitude on a 2-mile final. Do you have that traffic in sight?
Yeah, I got him.
Number 6 Alpha Victor, plan to follow that traffic to land runway 19er.
Okay, I'll follow him and land on 1946 Alpha Victor.
If you have 549 traffic heading to your left, if this Cherokee has you in sight, we'll follow you.
Victor 549 is confirmed, could land 19.
If you have 549 affirmative, you're clear to land runway 19er.
So again, here we are with dropping the, I'm a tenant here, I've been here for 14 years, can I come in to land? That makes no difference in the sequencing of aircraft. I'm sorry, it never has, it never will. And if you feel that sense of entitlement that you can cut in front of all of this other traffic that's following instructions because you've been a tenant here for 14 years, hogwash, that's cool. You've been a tenant there for 14 years. You know what probably outweighs your 14 years of tenancy? Paying for rental at a hangar and a little bit of 100 Lola that you put into your Cherokee, the landing fees and the amount of Jet A that these business jets that are coming into land all consume on a daily basis. I'm just saying. If if we want to get down to brass tacks and you want to swing around your, I've been here for 14 years, you know how much money I've put into this situation, a business jet will blow you out of the water in a matter of days over what you can do in a Piper Cherokee over years. It's that simple. So, anyway, my side ranting aside, another controller picks him up, tells him to follow, I believe it was an exec jet. I lost the aircraft registration, but to follow him in to land runway 19er, and he lets the exec jet know, hey, just so you know, there's a Cherokee following me. I think it was more of a cautionary thing for the exec jet, just because this Cherokee has not been following any proper instructions. He was, again, is still instructed to be heading 200, and he's heading almost the exact opposite. I've got a photo up of the scope here, and he's literally almost flying the exact opposite direction, not on the altitude that he was told to be held on. So
6 Alpha Victor, do you have runway 19er in sight?
I do.
Number 6 Alpha Victor, runway 19er, clear to land. You're inside the traffic at longitude on a 4-mile final for runway 19er.
Okay, I got it. 46 Alpha Victor.
Number 6 Alpha Victor, runway 19er, clear to land.
Clear to land on 19, 46 Alpha Victor.
So we again kind of get more of that snarky, smug attitude. Yes, I do. When asked if he has the runway in sight, he could have just said, yes, I do. Or affirmative, whatever it be. But yes, I do. We had to put that upward inflection on it for whatever reason. But it's okay. 146 Alpha Victor will get his comeuppance once he gets on the ground.
November 6 Alpha Victor, turn right on Echo. That's the first taxiway right there. Turn right on Echo. Contact ground point 9er, 121.9er. Number 6 Alpha Victor.
121.9. Playing the ground.
Victor 549. Hold your position, please.
We'll hold for this guy. Victor 549.
Yeah, he's with the desk.
Again with the upward inflection. 121.9. 46 Alpha Victor. Like, dude, you're being given a ground frequency. No one cares that you fly in and out of this airport every day. It kills me. I know pilots who, like I said, have flown in and out of the same airport for 30 years. They have a good rapport with their local controllers. They know some of them by first name. And the ones that they don't know personally or by first name, they're still courteous with. They still interact with them well. They're doing their jobs. Am I right? So anyway, he lands without causing any further incursions in the air. And then you can hear it in the controller's voice, the sort of panic. Just hold your position, please, for the exec jet. And then he calls, the controller calls our friend in the Cherokee a mess, which he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
We're Brown. This is Piper 146 Alpha Victor. I just landed at 19, got off at Echo, and I'm going into Signature West.
And 146 Alpha Victor, make the right turn on Golf and hold short of runway 24.
Turn on Gulf and hold short of 24. 46 Alpha Victor. I don't believe that the plane doesn't stop.
6 Alpha Victor, what are you doing?
6
Alpha Victor, why are you crossing my runway?
Fix the brakes. I'm going across. I'm sorry.
6 Alpha Victor, hold your position right now. 6 Alpha Victor, hold your position right now.
Well, that escalated quickly. Oh, Mr. 416 Alpha Victor, what happened to your brakes, buddy? You didn't hit the hold short lines? And the change in his demeanor from the smug person he was before with the yes I do and going to 121.9 to I don't believe it, the plane doesn't stop and I'm sorry, the brakes didn't work. Oh my god, the controller just bearing down on him. Made my day. This guy got back exactly what he deserved, being talked down upon like he's a lesser human being. He's not, but he's acting like everyone else is below him. You're flying a Cherokee into a primarily business and I think small commercial airport. You're the odd one out. I don't care that you've been here for 14 years. Do yourselves a favor. I'll do it for you. I'll pull up a Google Maps image of Teterboro, and we'll take a look at what's on the ramp there. In fact, let's do it live. Let's do it live. Let's go over to Teterboro, New Jersey. I've closed OBS. That's okay. I'll reopen it while I find Teterboro. It just blows my mind how someone can be so just pompously full of themselves. Okay, so here we are in New York State, obviously Manhattan and all that's there. Teterboro is right around here, if I'm not mistaken. There it is. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what's at Teterboro. Business jets. Over here, business jets. I'm looking for the Piper Cherokee Association here. Business jets. I bet you all of what's in here. Business jets. Oh, what's over on the ramp here? Oh, more business jets. Oh my god, the first propeller airplanes. And they look like they're Cirruses. Oh no, that could be a Mooney. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll give it that one. 5, 6, 7. We're at 7. 8. Oh my god, 8 propeller-driven aircraft. 9. Is that a Mooney? That is a A26. Not a Mooney, but a Beach Bonanza A26. We're at 8. That might be a claim, the turboprop. So we'll go 8.5. Propeller-driven airplane at this airport. All of this is still business jets. All still business jets. I'm really waiting to see where the Piper Cherokee... Where did you even park your stupid Tenant airplane at? The entire field is business jets. What? Anyway, I digress. Screw this guy. But hey, since we're up here, this is the runway that he overran. So he was supposed to stop here, and he didn't stop till like somewhere in here. What a schmuck.
Putting the emergency brake on.
Put the emergency brake on and hold your position and let me know when you're ready to talk to me.
I'm ready to talk to you. I don't even believe this. It's going right in here to Signature West.
146 Alpha Victor, stand by. 146 Alpha Victor, possible pilot deviation. Advise when you're ready to copy down a phone number. 146 Alpha Victor, advise when you're ready to copy possible pilot deviation.
Go ahead, you can read the number.
Oh, go ahead, you can read the number. Does this guy not understand that VHF radios are not telephones and you can't transmit at the same time someone else is transmitting? Otherwise, all you hear is a big old squelch. Does this guy not understand that? Could you imagine being his stupid, I don't even believe this. I don't even believe this. Believe it, buddy. Your airplane's jacked. Your brain's jacked. Your courteous level to other fellow aviators and controllers is jacked. I personally believe at minimum, I don't know if it's age related or what it is, but I think he should have his license temporarily suspended. And I was going to get to this at the end, but I'm fired up. I'm fired up, dude. I think he should have his license suspended. And I think that any further excursions, he has to go out with a CFI. A CFI flying PSC. For those of you uninitiated, CFI, a certified flight instructor, someone who is certified to teach someone how to fly an airplane. Think of it as basically, if you're in the car world, he can't go anywhere in his car unless he has a driving instructor with him. And that's it. I think that, seriously, that's it. It's one thing to cause a runway incursion, which that's what this is. He failed to hold short of a runway, whether it's active or not. He was told to hold short of 24, and he failed to do so. That's a runway incursion. By the definition, I am 90% certain. There's a chance I'm wrong, but I certainly wouldn't cross hold short lines if I was told to hold short. And then after all of that, sitting in the middle of this runway that he was told to hold short of, he goes, go ahead, read the number, after stepping on the controller who's trying to explain to him that he's got a number for him to copy down because he possibly made a pilot deviation. Unreal. Unreal.
All right, I'm waiting for a phone call. Continue Papa to Signature West.
I'm sorry about Captain Plane from Caldwell, and the brake systems don't work. I don't even believe it.
Unfortunately, no excuse is good enough. Continue Papa to Signature West and give us a call.
Teterboro ground, Teterboro 99, do you still
Teterboro 99 affirmative. Go to Signature West, follow that Cherokee to the ramp. We need him to give us a call ASAP.
Copy.
Unfortunately, no excuse is good enough. I love this controller. This is a great man. This is fantastic. It's always an excuse. Oh, I just got the airplane back from blah, 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 and the brakes don't work. I don't even believe it. Believe it, buddy. Believe it, buddy. The brakes actually might work. Maybe just the neurons firing in your brain, the same ones that are supposed to take in information to fly heading 200 on a right turn that failed you in the air, are the same ones that are firing to your little feet to actuate the rudder pedals. But what do I know? What do I know, right? And then, like, amidst all of that, he's like, well, I'm sitting in the middle of this runway here. I might as well just continue to Signature. Like, that's gonna work. Anyway, that's essentially the end of this audio. There's a ground ops vehicle. I don't know what it is. I'm guessing it's a police car or something that calls in and asks if he wants them to follow the Cherokee in. It's got his phone number. He calls it. And at the end of the day, it's not even that big of a deal getting a phone number to call. It's more or less them saying, hey, I want to talk to you about whatever just happened further, understand what's going on or what was going on in your aircraft. You know, how did you see this? How did I see this? I've been with pilots who've gotten that phone number before. A quick story time, and then we'll close this out here. But back when I was in high school, one of my aviation instructors, she was cleared back to her hangar on the ramp. And to get there, we had to cross one runway. Now, granted, the only runway that was active at the time was 1836. I think we crossed like runway 321 or something like that. And they didn't even call us up for a phone number until we were almost back to the hangar. But she gave them a call, and that was that. That was the end of it. They just wanted to say, hey, you know, you weren't cleared to cross that runway. You know, don't do that again. And that was the end of it. But anyway, that's the end of this. Am I completely in totally off base with this guy, or should Mr. Alpha Victor be I don't know, decommissioned, sent to only watching airplanes from the ground? I don't know. But anyway, that's it for this ATC audio review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It does take a lot of work to throw these together. So if you did enjoy it, leave me a like, leave me a comment, something like that. They're all free, right? You know, the economy sucks right now. Everything's expensive. Leaving a like is free. So, and if you're weird like me and don't like leaving likes, leave me a comment. Tell me I'm dumb. Tell me the plane's dumb. Tell me the controllers are out of control. I don't know. Something. What's your favorite airplane? Make something up. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.